Hello, Mark Crossfield here. More questions coming at you from the AskGolfGuru app. One from James here about high launching Ping G25 irons. Wants to know if it's him or the club. Let's give him an answer. Let's get stuck in. Right guys, hi Mark, I am a 18 handicapper who plays Ping G25 irons. I find I am launching them quite high. I don't lose distance on a clear day, but when the wind picks up, I tend to lose a lot of distance due to the wind. Ballooning the ball up, this means I have to play a 5 iron instead of a 7 iron, which is hard to hit and control. Is this my doing or the club's makeup? Please advise, as this is holding me back. James, good question James, I like this question, quite a common question with people looking always for the answer, as we all are. So Ping G25s definitely are higher launching than other clubs, or higher sending. Top end sometimes is higher, not always, depending on how you hit. If you're launching any club high, so when I've tested, I often don't get a Ping G25 launching any higher than, say, a bladed club, but it goes higher. Its peak height is higher, so subject more to where the CG is hitting that ball, it kind of pushes the energy up through the ball or more through the middle of it at different angles, which keeps it going up or not. Often with big clubs, so I've got equivalent to Ping G25s here in my Mizuno JPX EZs almost. These don't launch too high and they don't go too high. They tend to spin quite low, which gets them going forwards in winds and things like that. The reason you are launching the ball too high, and I don't know obviously without watching your swing, but if you go and get measured, I would predict and kind of put money on it, it's nothing to do with the clubs. It'll be more to do with your dynamic loft. So if you don't understand the term dynamic loft, which lots of people don't, which I understand, then go and research it, go and look at some videos. Basically, you have a loft on a club, which will dictate its launch. You have CGs low and high and in different positions to try and affect launch and spin. They affect launch and spin minuscule amounts, so fine tuning. Where dynamic loft, so if I present, if this is my 5 iron, let's pretend this 5 iron has 24 degrees aloft, but I go and present 34 degrees aloft, well, it's not 5 iron now, is it? And that's the loft presented almost with my 9 or 8 iron. It's got the 5 iron length, but I'm presenting more loft. So you have a loft on a club, which will launch it, but then you have a dynamic loft, so the loft you present at impact. If you are launching the ball high, which I get lots of people come for lessons who talk about launch and they think it's the clubs and want, you know, different clubs. 9 times out of 10, they're presenting a different loft, or 9 times out of 10, or nearly 10 times out of 10, most people are presenting a different loft to what's on the club. But a stronger player with an iron will tend to de-loft, take loft off it, where lots of amateurs will add loft and then they launch it and lose distance, those kind of things. Go and get on a launch monitor. It's that stock answer that I give. Get on a launch monitor, get measured, see what your dynamic loft is. What you might find with those Ping G25s is they're producing quite nice low spin numbers that will help you in the wind. They're very friendly across the face, one of the highest MOIs in an iron I think G25 have from the data I've seen from different manufacturers. So you're talking about one of the friendliest irons on the market. And if you could learn how to control the dynamic loft presented at impact, then you'll learn how to control any iron, that one or other ones. So for me, if I want to hit one low, I can present less dynamic loft, ball back, weight forward, handle forward, present handle forwards and punch one out there low. But I can also stand here and hit this 5 iron over trees, as long as the lie allows it. I get the ball forward, I feel like I'm going to present more loft, get that wrist extending more through impact, and get that ball going up. So I'm changing the loft on those 2 shots. So that isn't the club, that is me manipulating the club. So you need to know how you're manipulating it, learn to be able to do it like that, and then you'll be presenting the loft you need to present and you'll get the height you want. Hope that helps. Thanks for the question. It's an interesting question. Lots of people always think it's the weapon. These things, guys, can do a lot less than you think they can. I know the manufacturers all tell us that they can do loads of things and it's this much further and higher and blah, blah, blah. They're all governed by certain restrictions. The clubs can only do so much because the R&A, USGA try to keep the game of golf as a game. They don't want technology taking over, they don't want clubs taking over. They need to keep the game in its integrity, so you need to perform and understand your performance. Go and get measured. Hope that helps. Thanks for the question. So if you like what's going on here, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Also thumbs up the video, post comments, love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show, get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching.